And we're live, David.
I think I could love her. 'Cause she twerked on my dick. Over and over.
You're being a little. Dude, we're on live.
Already?
Yeah, you sang that on live. Hopefully, no one knows what that means, though. Hello, Hector Rico. Welcome to the live. How are you doing tonight? You are first. Congratulations for being first. And you're doing amazing. Wonderful. Hey, Gabby N64. Long time no see, Gabby. Hey, what it is?
Hey.
DX2. Hello, DX2.
What is?
Wait a second. DX2. Are you in a lab coat there? Explain that. Profile picture. Jose, hello. He says great content. Thank you, Jose. Hello, Ramo. DX2 says it's a blazer. Okay. I like it. Very spiffy. Scrimroom says, can you actually sense when I have to leave for work?
Haha.
If I was funnier, I'd probably just roll with that, wouldn't I? But unfortunately, sarcasm is not my specialty, but Scrimbim. I apologize for that, but yeah, I guess you could catch the replay. Hello, Sam L. Williams. Again, long time no see. How's everything going to you, Sam L. Williams? Any dates or anything? Tallus. Hello, Tallus. He says, hey, Victoria, have you looked about the psychology behind narcissistic women and attachment styles? Dude, why do you laugh at that? That makes it sound like I'm like intimately like understanding of that.
No, I laugh because it's like, I don't know, I feel like
What? David's in the back again, behind the curtain.
I don't want to pick on anybody in particular, okay?
Okay.
This isn't. I don't know Sam L. Williams or whoever it was.
It was Tallus.
I don't know anything about Tellus, but the
Hi, Greg.
the guys seem very concerned about like how women behave and very like not concerned about looking inside themselves.
Oop. Starting out with a truth bomb from Beardo. Starting off on a high note with a truth bomb. But actually, Tully's, I'm not really sure, like, the connection between narcissistic women and attachment styles, but I have read some books about narcissistic people and attachment styles, but what's the connection as you see it? Carlos C says, why do women get turned on by strong eye contact? Let's just assume they are turned on by strong eye contact. First of all, I mean, if it's from like an attractive guy and they're liking the eye contact, why do they get turned on by it? It's an interesting question. I mean, maybe it's kind of because they're like, they kind of feel like you're looking into their soul. You can like read their mind because you're like you're just like giving them like strong attention. But it's an interesting question, girls. I mean, why do people like eye contact? Why do people like looking into each other's eyes? Interesting question.
Women want to be wanted.
That's true. Steve S says, Steve from Brooklyn in the house, but now in Miami for the winter in the house. Okay, Steve S. Welcome back, and how's Miami? Carlos C says, I'm a bartender. I notice the way to flirt in a noisy environment like this is in the eyes. That's a good point. Yeah, that's good. No thanks as the male gaze cut my hair. Haha, that's good. Good pun. Greg, hello, Greg. Austin, hello, Austin. He says, can girls tell when another girl is attracted to another guy? Pretty obvious, yeah. I'd say most girls can tell that. It's pretty easy for a girl to pick up if another girl likes a guy, in my opinion. Tola says, please explain to the Baldy I can pick women better than he can. Okay, you just insulted us both, Tullis. Like, that was not a smart move. That was really fucking annoying, but okay, we'll move on. Fact Check said, why polygamy is bad. Damn, you guys are giving me some good questions. I mean, I think it's a hard question, okay, but I think it's bad because it's kind of like when you're raised in a culture as a woman where you kind of like, let's say like a polygamous culture like Mormonism or something. Well, I know not all Mormonism is that like that, but it's like they don't educate them on like their basic rights. And then they kind of try to use them as like the concubines for some like powerful cult leader. But polyamory or ethical non-monogamy, I don't think is bad, which is similar. It's just more consensual. People are going into it fully aware of what they're doing as adults. So it's not the
What
best.
about like the number one principle of the female gaze?
Which is what? Well, yeah, that's true. I don't think women enjoy, in general, being one of many wives. DX2 says, why do women get intimidated by good-looking guys? Because they want them. Because they are hoping they don't get rejected by them. Fact Chat says, why women don't use mind? You gotta be kidding me, Fact Chat. Steve S says, Miami is warm, sunny, and fun. I liked Miami. Totally says, do you remember? Well, to be completely honest, I should say I used to like Miami. Totally says, do you remember that escort I talked to you last time, Victoria? Totally, you got to learn somehow. You gave both of us a devastating insult, and now you want me to answer your questions. Like, what are you thinking? Oh, I'm
not devastated.
He said he can pick women better than you, dude.
Yeah, well, I'm very happy with my ability to pick women. Look who I got.
Yeah, but
the
that's
best, the best of the bunch.
It's an insult to me, though.
Wow. Okay, but I didn't say you're not devastated. I said I'm not devastated.
Oh, I thought it was very rude. But...
Oh, it is rude.
Okay, it's rude. He
But I'm
agrees.
not devastated.
All right, neither am I, but I still thought it was very annoying. So, Tully says it's called banter. All right. Matt, I always enjoy your responses. He says to Fact Chat, why don't you use mind?
Yeah.
He said it, not me, Fact Chat. The Dooms, you are kind. He says, Alpha Bro, you're bad at banter. Banter makes people laugh with together. Don't ruin their mood. Their chain of thoughts is precious. You're right. All right, Tullis, that was your one strike, but I guess I'll forgive you. Well, guys, you got any questions for us? Otherwise, we'll just peace out. Fact chat. He asked another question. Why ancient men only married virgins? Dude, do you want to answer that?
Why ancient men only marry virgins?
That's the question. What? Dude, what's your answer to that?
Well, first of all, it's not entirely true.
Yeah.
Does he know that?
Tullis goes, all right, this is strike two, Tullis. He goes, I said male banter if you take things too personal. Why am I so annoyed right now? Revelo178 says, because they were concerned with whether the children they gave birth to were actually theirs.
Yeah, but like if you wait
Good point, good
a
point.
year or even less, then you can be assured of that. Right?
What, dude?
If you wait a year or even less, you can be assured that it's your kid.
Okay, so you just have to like guard her for a year?
Well, I mean, we have some very strict, at least by today's standards, laws like written down in the Bible that we think are probably written, like 500 BC or so, and they probably date from, I'm not sure, maybe like 2000 BC or 1500 BC, 1000 BC, something like that. Like, I think in there it says, like, if a man lays with a woman and finds that she has, his wife, and finds that she was not a virgin, like, take her out and stone her, So, I mean, like, that's pretty strict. But at the same time, like, a widow, like, you can marry a widow, she's not a virgin, So, it's not like a simple black and white situation,
Mm-hmm. Good point, dude. So, Steve S. says, I just came here to get a dose of Victoria's lovely energy and beautiful eyes. I don't need to learn anything about women. I've dated hundreds of them. Have 3 dates this weekend. Dancing. Very good, Steve S. But then Steve S. says, the dude talking in the background is getting on my nerves.
Why? Because of what I'm saying, or because like it's hard to hear, or because it's taking away from Victoria talking?
I feel some rage truth bombs coming on. Carlos C. says, when flirting, are girls interested more in what men say or how men say it? Again, that's a very interesting question. What is weighted more? Like, what does science say? Body language or the words themselves? Fascinating question, Carlos. If I had to guess, I would say what men say. That's what I'd have to say. What they actually say. That can make up for a lot. Would you agree, David?
I don't know. So both are so important.
Revillo says, actually, they could have waited for her to have a period, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Good point, Revillo. Austin says, have you seen A Walk to Remember? I really liked it. Would it be considered female gaze? Unfortunately, Austin, I have not seen it. That's like one of the movies in that genre I haven't seen yet. So I apologize. I can't really comment on it, but I know that a lot of women like that movie.
What movie?
A Walk to Remember with Mandy
Oh.
Moore, I believe.
Yeah.
Have you seen it, David?
Does it have Keanu Reeves?
I'm not sure because I haven't seen it, but
I think I've seen it. I don't remember it being particularly memorable though.
so hello, Skinner Farms. Hello. Medical Monitor says, what do you think of friends with benefits, and does that apply to married people? I'm a little confused, Medical Monitor. What do you think of friends with benefits? I think it's totally fine. But then what do you mean, does that apply to married people? Like, can a married person have a friend with benefit? I mean, not unless you open the relationship and agree that you're going to have like hookups on the side, or you could just cheat, which I do not agree with, but people do it. So what do you mean, does it apply to married people?
Is the question our wife, husband and wife friends with benefits? Is that the question?
I don't know, Medical Monitor. Can you explain that in more detail? We're confused.
Did the guy say why I was annoying?
He said, you're just talking gibberish.
No, tell him I'll try to do better.
Okay, he said he'll try to do better. Oh, wow. I'm building anger. Masked Man says, do you think we will ever reach a reality where men start approaching men? At least consistently? I don't. So, do you mean like gay men?
No, he must mean women start approaching men.
Where women start approaching men, all right. I could see it happening. I think women, they're going to be reluctant to relinquish the role of the princess. You know what I'm saying? They want those benefits still. So, do they want to be the one putting in all the work in the relationship? For some women, you're going to have to like tear it from like their dead, cold hands. You know what I mean? But for other women, they'll probably be like, yeah, I'm ready to do this equality shit, you know? But for other women, they're going to be like, gold digging for life, using my beauty to manipulate men for life, and just live off their money for life. So,
GD4L?
what does that mean, David?
Gold digger for life?
Gold digger for life. They're going to be playing the game for as long as they can. So, Freedom Fox 1. Oh, good question though, Master Man. What do you think? And what are your opinions in the chat? Fact Chat says, why women can't be trusted. Fact Chat, why you watch too many red pill videos? Seriously, why you not stop watching red pill videos and actually start dating? Why? I'm curious. Freedom Fox 1 says, I'm definitely going with how you say it when flirting. Explain that, Freedom Fox 1. Interesting. Very interesting. What's your reasoning there? So,
Bizarro, no am trust woman.
what does that mean, dude? So, Fact Chat said, my girlfriend says she don't find 90% of guys men enough. All right, that's a pretty typical female sentiment. You know, where are all the men? I'm surrounded by boys. I want a real man. Matt says he recommends a Walk to Remember. But Matt, would you consider it female gaze? Steve S. insults you again, Beardo, and he says Beardo is a friend with detriments. How are you finding this funny, dude? I'm so annoyed right now.
I don't know. Is he being serious?
I don't know. Maybe he's joking.
If he's being serious, I don't find him to be credible.
Okay.
So it's funny. And if he's joking around, I find it kind of funny because he's making me laugh. So
Okay, he's making Beardo laugh. Poker Stacked Thera1 says, if I even say the word marriage or any lifestyle that is surrounding or builds up to marriage, the girl will accept it, but put me in the most beta category ever.
There might be a little noise. I'm printing up one page.
What kind of fucking question is that? I'm confused. I'm a little confused by that. What kind of fucking question is what? I got your first point, but not your second. Can you explain that, Poker? What did you mean? What kind of fucking? Or maybe you're just commenting on someone else's thing. You know, if you're not in a good position, if you mention the word marriage, or like that you want a long-term relationship, and the girl immediately sees you as beta, like she didn't like you before that, and she didn't see you as a real candidate before that. If she puts you in a beta category, because if she did like you and she did think you were cool, talking about marriage would not make her see you as beta. Well, maybe if you were like teetering on the edge, but if you're like far enough into she's into you, bro, she'll be happy that you're talking about a long-term relationship. So the Doom says, question about the female gaze. What's your thoughts on girls fangirling on the Korean celebs and men with similar style that have feminine features? No facial hair, diamond baby skin, face, plucked brow. I recently saw a study on that, and they were kind of studying like what women find attractive, and they were kind of predicting that women would find like the most masculinized faces attractive. But if I could remember it more perfectly, I wish I could remember it more perfectly. But basically what they said is, surprisingly to the researchers, women actually preferred guys with kind of like feminine features. And they were kind of like theorizing like why that is. They still liked guys with masculinized features, but I think it was like they either liked these feminized features of guys just as much or even more. So maybe look up that study, but that kind of explains it, or at least comments upon it. And they had a few theories. But yeah, I mean, facial beauty, I guess it's powerful in women and men.
But more importantly,
Yeah. What, dude?
women are not monolithic in what they find attractive. And so if you are feminine looking, find a woman who likes, or multiple women who like feminine looks. And if you're masculine looking, find a woman who likes masculine looks. There's plenty of both.
And work on your looks, Maxine. Okay. Vermana says this. A girl sat in front of me on the bus. Should I fondle her hair next time to get her attention? Vermana, I'm really hoping this is a joke, because that's literally the worst idea I've ever heard. Do not do that. But what would be a good way to get her attention? Could you move to a seat that's more like across from her?
What kind of bus is this?
Yeah, I guess maybe it's like a school bus.
How old is this person?
Yeah, how old are you, Vermana? David, what would you do if you wanted to talk to a girl in front of you on the bus?
How old am I?
You're like 24.
24? What
Yeah.
kind of bus are we on?
Just like a city bus.
And I'm gonna see her multiple times? Like we ride the same route?
No, it's a once in a, like, you snooze, you lose. Like, you gotta talk to her.
But this guy's saying next time.
Okay. Well, I'm just curious, like, what if it was just like a one-time thing?
Yeah, I would definitely try to sit next to her
Mm-hmm.
and see if I can strike up a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
If she's like just completely not interested in talking at all, and you just don't have much chance.
Mhm.
So you could ask for a number, but it's very likely you're going to get rejected.
Yeah. Good point, dude.
But you've only got so much time, so you gotta try and get those digits.
Yep. So Matt says, "Say, Vic, what attracted you to Beardo? How did you two meet?" Well, there were a couple things that attracted me. David, you ready for this? David, you want me to tell him?
Yeah. Tell them what I love.
Well, Matt, I can't do it. I chickened out because he's listening in. Good question, Matt. I just can't say it right now. So, goodbye, Steve S. Lessons B. Daria says, I am 23. I've never dated a girl. Every time I try to make one, I feel fear and stress and I don't know how to do it. No experience. Can you tell me where to start or what to begin with and mindset? Okay, Lessons. You might want to read a few books, in my opinion, just to kind of get some background info.
How old is he?
He's 23. He's never dated a girl. Every time he tries to meet one, he feels fear and stressed, and he doesn't know how to do it. No experience.
Don't read any books.
Not even. These books are good, David. I've read them. What do you think you should do?
Well, people hate when I give this advice, but how about you pick a woman that doesn't make you nervous?
Okay, that's good advice, David. Do you want to elaborate on that?
I don't know, if this guy has some kind of Phantom of the Opera deformity or whatever, and he just has no chance with any women. But you got to think about how does he get into this situation? How does he get into this spot where he's 24? Is it?
Mm-hmm.
24, and he has never dated any women.
Mm-hmm.
Is it that he's so hopeless? Probably not. Probably he's turning down the opportunities that he does have because he thinks these women aren't attractive enough for him or whatever.
So Lessons B. Daria, is it true? Lessons? Is it because your standards are too high? Is it because you're going for girls who make you feel super intimidated because they're so attractive? Is what Beardo's hypothesizing true? Let us know. Poker Stacked 01 says, I want to tell girls straight up, I hate kids, never want them. My life is about me traveling the world, and if she would it, fine, but never ever if she expects me to want to marry to please her parents. Poker Stacked, I think you might want to check out this book called Solo. And they have a podcast too. And it's basically for people like you who I would say are aromantic. Or you could call yourself just solo, which is basically people who don't want to merge their lives in a relationship. They don't want kids. They want to have a good deal of separateness in their lives, and they might be open for sexual connections with people, but they never want to live together, or they just value their independence a lot. So there's people who really kind of mastered owning that side of themselves. So check out that book, Solo. And there's probably some like subtitle there.
There certainly are women who don't want kids.
Well, that's true, yeah. But he said, my life is about me traveling the world.
You think that there's no women
Yeah.
who want to like travel the world?
I mean, I'm sure some women who want to travel the world too, but to me, it sounds like a very like my independence comes first, and like she can like tag along, but I'm never gonna like make concessions for her kind of thing. Anyway, that's what I would recommend. I'd recommend that.
Is he willing to like pay for a woman that he's attracted to travel with him at least, one place, one stop?
Beardo wants to know if you're willing to pay for women to travel with you. It's a good question.
Not necessarily like your whole life, just like one, long week or one long weekend or whatever.
Yeah, that would certainly make things a breeze. Well, maybe not a breeze, but could make things easier for sure. And another book you might want to check out, which is kind of on the same topic, it's called Stepping Off the Relationship Escalator. I found it very interesting.
Am I still being annoying?
You did?
Am I still talking nonsense?
No, dude. That guy left in. Everyone insulting you was annoying me so bad, but I just let you defend yourself. So
It's okay. You don't have to be insulted on my behalf, Tor.
yes, I am.
I think it's funny.
I was ready to rage, but I held back. All right. Hey, JG in the house. JG, thank you so much for your super chat. He said, my friend said I have conflict with women because they give advice based on emotional experience and I expect technical assessment. Do you agree? I mean, I wouldn't just ask some like random woman who you meet for technical assessment. I think like most people give advice based on their experience, which is like a mix of emotional and factual. So I don't know. I feel like if you want technical assessment, maybe go to someone who at least like specializes in the field, preferably some kind of scientist. But, I don't agree with this whole like women are like more emotional and men are more logical, which I know is probably the most beloved idea in the manosphere, but I personally don't agree. And I don't think like you can really expect some kind of superior expertise filled breakdown from someone who doesn't like spend a lot of time and experience in the field, in the topic, in the research. So I don't think it's really fair to expect that. I don't know, dude. What do you think about JG's comment?
I don't understand the question.
He has conflict with women because.
Is this a super chat?
Yeah, it's a super chat.
All right, then I'll try and dig it.
JG, he says, my friend said I have conflict with women because they give advice based on emotional experience.
Women give advice based on emotional experience?
Supposedly, yeah. And I expect technical assessment. Do you agree? Do you think women give advice based on emotional experience and men are more likely to give it based on technical assessment?
So is this a like don't ask the fish how to fish question?
I'm not sure. I mean, I don't see men giving like technical assessment as a rule, but what do you think, Dave?
I'm gonna roll over there in about 30 seconds and I'll try to tackle this topic.
Okay, JG, he's gonna tackle it with technical assessment, whereas I will only be able to give my emotional experience.
Do you have any clarifying information? I haven't posted now.
JG, David wants to know if you have any clarifying. What was it then?
Information.
Information.
Because the question isn't super clear.
Okay.
And you only get a few characters on these super chats.
Yeah. All right, JG. Thank you so much for your super chat. What do you think, JG? I'm curious. And Beardo's going to try to tackle it when he comes over, but. Interesting idea, Masked Man.
I wonder, out of all the guys, like how many are excited when I like join in, and how many are like disappointed because they'd rather hear from you.
JG says, "What was the name of your favorite club in Vegas?" I will write it in the chat. Strip club. Palomino. What's yours, David?
Rooster.
What? No, that's not a strip club, David.
The Rooster Club.
The Red Rooster. That's a sex club.
Okay. He said what favorite club?
All right. He
It's a
said.
strip club.
David said. Maybe this is David's answer. What's your favorite strip club in Vegas, though?
Well, it was the Rhino for a long time, but they seem to have gotten downhill.
Yeah, they went downhill.
Yeah. Okay, so let's try and do JG's question here.
I like Hustler Club because they have a male strip club too.
Oh yeah.
But he
That was
doesn't
fun.
want to see that. But
Yeah.
I do.
It was fun though.
But Palomino's the best in my opinion. Good dancers.
Okay, my friend said I have conflict with women because they give advice based on emotional experience and I expect technical advice. I mean, this question is a little bit of a non sequitur.
Okay.
But I feel like this is kind of what I'm going to address has come up already a few times in the comments. You can only control yourself, right? So I see a lot of guys today and other times kind of being like, why can't women make the correct decisions and pick guys, nice guys like me? And instead they're choosing bad guys that, that hurt them and abuse them. Why can't they be virgins? Like we were watching a video today. It's like, all you guys that like want women to be virgins, how about you just stop having sex with women and they'll all be virgins? It's like, men are just as complicit in women not being virgins as women are, right? So you can only control yourself and you can seek to understand the other, right? In this case, women, right? So I think that it behooves you to try to understand women, whether they're more emotional or they're differently emotional, which is probably a better way to describe it, or whatever. The better you understand them, the better you can control yourself to. This sounds selfish, but to get what you want, right? So if you are giving women more of what they want, you are able to get more of what you want. Not really in a transactional way, but it's just kind of like that's the way the world works, Even, Victoria and I have this going on. Even in your nuclear families, you have this going on. It's actually built in us instinctually to have like this reciprocity instinct. So if women are, in your view, more emotional, that's fine. I'll try to understand how they're more emotional. If you need like technical advice on how to control yourself, on how to behave around women, that's good too. So I think if I understand your question correctly, it's not one or the other. It's both.
Well, okay, great answer, Dave. But knowing a little more about JG's situation, like women, as he said in this follow-up super chat, they seem to always challenge me and doubt me.
Okay.
What's your response?
So again, it's kind of short. The challenge part, I kind of like women that challenge me. I like to challenge them back,
Like, that's how I am. That's the kind of woman I like to be with. That's the kind of woman who likes to be with me. Okay, so I don't mind the challenges. I like to rise to the challenges. Doubt me. I'm not sure why they're doubting you. Like, it's hard to give like broad advice on this. Like, we'd have to dive in more and like find out like what's going on. What are you doing that's making them doubt you, or how are you talking, or how are you acting, like how are you presenting yourself? I'm not really sure.
Dude, you're leaving? All right. JG, thank you so much for your super chats. I wanted to see if Beardo had a good response for you, but I don't know if that was applicable to your situation or not. But let us know, JG. Thanks again. So, okay. Dude, here's what Poker Stacked 01 says. Even if I was the alpha in the beginning, once you bite the marriage or kids fishhook, you are chained to hell. Crying baby, bitch wife, fat wife, progression of wife's Karen's abilities, yada, yada, yada.
Has this guy been married?
No, because he will not bring up. I think it was the same guy. He's saying, I'm high value. I'm saying it's my girl. We go on vacation and no annoying kids. That's what I mean. People make a life built as a marriage hoping it will fix their miserable lives. Also, no marriage license to bind me in law to get fucked over my assets. The respect I command means I won't be played like a sucker when I held myself like a G. She wants to see a G get run through.
Is he quoting a song lyric now?
No.
Is what he typing, does it rhyme?
No. Poker Stack says, those moments where it's like it's now or never, as most guys when they see that beautiful girl that has the energy and good vibe that's acceptable for a high value man. Any chick below 8 is bum vibes.
Oh, should send this into Eminem. Well, I think that you're probably right, Tori. Like, you can own that, like if you want to be solo, like go, get that book, try to be part of that community or whatever, learn that lingo of, like ethical non-relationship-y. I don't know what right?
Yeah. Stepping off the relationship escalator.
There's nothing strictly wrong with that. I mean, like, when I got out of my marriage, my divorce, like I thought I was going to be as single as possible for a long time. But then at Victoria, my plans changed because I really wanted to be with her and just her. So.
Yep. Poker Stack 01 says, that's how to do it, but some get offended. And with feminism, we don't want to be too forward and get a sexual harassment charge. These guys are so inexperienced and thirsty, it's like on his forehead that he hasn't had Botox? That's why the woman challenges him, because his timidness shows he never done it before.
So the only question I have is, and again, there's nothing
I'm
wrong.
screaming.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to be solo, right? But what is this guy then providing for a woman, right? Like, why should any woman give him the time of day? And I'm not saying that he's not providing anything. I'm just saying, like, it's a question to ask. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely not trying to insult him.
Mm-hmm.
Or put down his choices or anything like that. I just, you gotta give something to get something.
Very good. You're right, David. That's a good way of putting it. All I'm thinking of is poker dude. This is exactly the kind of thing women post in women's group laughing and making fun of men who talk exactly like you, and their groups going by the name of things like, I don't know where you're going with this, but it's not inside a woman. Or what's the one about like sentient fedora that I'm in? It's pretty funny. Another one, enough small talk. Let's talk about my dick. Trust me, poker. If any woman hears you talking like this, you won't have to worry about a thing because they're gonna run far, 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 far away. So I don't see how this is helping you.
Not strictly true, Tor.
Yes.
No.
I'm gonna have to contradict you on that one, Dave, because there's no doubt
Let me give you
in my mind.
a very clear
100% guarantee, $1 million bet on what I just said.
What about sugar in a relationship?
Like you're saying, a woman will put up with that guy if he pays her?
Yeah.
I don't even know if even a sugar baby is gonna put up with it. She'd have to be like next level, extremely experienced.
No.
Dude, did you even hear what he said?
Well, maybe not all of it.
Okay, I don't think he was listening. Did you hear the part about like bitch wife, fat bitch, and all that?
Okay.
You think even a sugar baby is gonna be patient with that? I don't know. Like, you could say the same things you're saying in a much better way, which is why I recommend that book Solo and stepping off the relationship escalator and just kind of owning it and being like, listen, I'm aromantic. My freedom is super important to me. Travel is super important to me. I love getting to know different girls, but I have no desire to like merge my life with them. See, you could say that and women would be like, oh, that's really interesting. That's cool. I'm non-monogamous too, or whatever. I'm aromantic too.
Yeah.
But when you just start talking about like, I have no desire for a fat wife with a bitch wife and like Karen, and it's just, women are gonna run. I'm telling you, they're gonna run screaming. And that's a fact. Beardo or otherwise, no one's gonna convince me about that. So.
No, maybe I missed some of it because I was like playing Eminem lyrics in my head.
Okay. Yeah, he was too into your flow, poker
Yeah.
stacked.
Yeah, good flow.
Yeah. The Dooms, thank you so much to Dooms. He says, what couple activity examples while dating non-cheesy? Okay. That's a great question to Dooms, and thank you so much for the super chat. So while you're dating, what are good like activities you could do, I'm guessing, that are not cheesy? So in my opinion, the best bets would be figuring out what she's into. That could be your first go. Like if she likes traveling, going on a weekend trip. If she likes hiking, going to like a natural hotspot. If she likes Italian food, finding an Italian restaurant for her. If she likes, coffee, checking out like a coffee shop. If she likes cooking, you could sign you guys up for like a pizza making class or something like that.
If she likes interior design and lifestyles of the rich and famous.
Like I do. You can go to historical houses. If she likes, the spa, you can like get a couples massage. So basically like, that would be good. That'd be nice. So.
You want some water?
Sure.
Go get some water. I would say early in the relationship though, like make sure you choose things that you're comfortable with. And then, later in the relationship, you can do more things that like she really are her favorite things.
Good point, dude. Yeah. So like, if you're really good at tennis, you could like teach her, you could play tennis together or something like that. So, but yeah, it's a very female gaze one, especially in the summertime. A picnic, that always goes over well. A picnic in a place with a good view. with a picnic basket. That's a classic. Going on like a boat ride. These are not cheesy. And here's the thing, like girls, they're really not gonna think, oh, it's cheesy. He's like taking me on a fun date that he planned. So I wouldn't worry about it being cheesy. I mean, maybe there's a few things that are a little cheesy, like maybe like not even though. Like if you guys like each other, like what I was thinking, bowling, it's not even that cheesy. You really can't go wrong. If you put a lot of thought into planning a date for her, don't make it too over the top with like love letters and like flowers, in my opinion. But just do something thoughtful that shows that you've paid attention to what her interests are. I don't think you can go wrong. What do you guys think? If you guys have any other examples that you think are good for Dooms, and thank you so much, Dooms. And what's your thoughts on what I said? Jennifer Y says, I saw an Instagram video where someone went balls out on a picnic. It's beautiful and went viral. Yeah, I don't know what it is about a picnic, Jennifer Y, but I feel like it just hits right to the heart of the female gaze. Yeah, like a beautiful picnic. It's like a dream. Hi, Gus. Gabian64 says, good point by the gentleman. Got to give women something in return. It's a competition out there. You're right. And he's right. Jennifer Y, are you a girl, Jennifer? I feel like I might always get this wrong, but it sounds like you are, but I feel like I could be wrong still. Austin says, how to react when girls pretend to be dumb. I know she's smart, but she be acting like she's bad at geography, doesn't know which is east and west. If she's acting dumb, Austin, it's probably her way of flirting and getting her to like you. I would take it as a good sign. And, I think it's like a girl's way of getting to feel feminine, getting to feel submissive, getting to feel weak, even if she isn't naturally like weaker than you, or, by pretending to be dumb, she can give herself that feeling of almost being like hyper feminine, like Barbie, bimbo. You know what I mean? So I would kind of just tolerate it. And I think women like that, they want you to assume they're smart, but that's just kind of part of their personality. So I would just assume she's smart, but kind of just laugh and enjoy and play off the fact that she's pretending to be like, kind of think of like Elle Woods from Legally Blonde. She kind of acts dumb, right? But she's smart. So I would kind of like try to see her like that, like respect, and she's smart, but just be like, okay, she wants to feel feminine, she wants to feel girly, she wants to feel kind of like weaker than you. So I would kind of take it as a compliment. But you could make some comments to her like, you're so smart, like I love that about you. Even if she's kind of acting dumb, you can kind of point out little things she does just so she knows like, oh, I like smart women. You don't have to pretend to be dumb. I mean, maybe it's kind of like her kink, you know what I mean? She wants to pretend to be dumb, but you could still point out that she's smart and give her like that respect. Well, thanks, Dad. I'm so thirsty. Are you gonna join my live?
Am I going to join your live?
Yeah.
No, I planned it.
Okay. Poker Stacked 1 says, 01 says, I just hate the games women play, and I feel like this channel lets me fix my game up. Thanks for the constructive criticism, by the way. Poker Stacked, I feel like underneath all the bluster, you got some good stuff going there, but I feel like we got to do like an archaeology dig to just get rid of all like the stuff you think is good to say, which is not. Like, for example, never say high value man, never say alpha, never say fat, never say bitch. Like, all these things are just instant, like, oh, fuck no. Oh, fuck no. Never in a million years. So try to, like, start examining some of the ways you're thinking about things. So, Arshad says, hi, not my knowledge life. I often get eyes from women when I go out in public, but I'm scared of approaching them. Do you have any advice to overcome this fear? Okay. I have some different advices. David, first of all, do you have any advice on that?
I thought I wasn't joining the live.
No, but like you can still talk from the back, like
I don't know. My advice probably isn't very good.
it's good. It's very
I've never been that scared.
well. If you were, what would you do?
But I've never been scared.
All right, he's never been scared. He ain't scared. All right. So, where was that? Where was that question? Damn it, I can't find it now. Well, my advice for that is if you're like scared to approach one. Okay, first of all, there's this guy, Social Shortcuts. Okay, do not get private coaching with him, but he does have a pretty good course called How to Never Run Out of Things to Say. This actually, I thought it was like a very good course on just how to make small talk with people, how to make conversations. And I have read a lot of these books over the years, being shy, introverted, and having, like, in my opinion, terrible social skills. So I've read a lot of these books, like how to make small talk with anyone, how to make people like you, and whatnot. This course, I honestly think was the best. It wasn't expensive either. It's not like $1,000. It was like $40. I don't know if he's changed the price, but it kind of teaches you how to spark conversation in public with people. You could also get like a session with him, just beware. But he's good. Okay, Social Shortcuts. He's all over TikTok and whatnot. And he can help you just kind of like spark a conversation wherever you are. He really has you practice on the calls. Like the whole call is like you practicing like hardcore. It's very exhausting. But that can help you because then you'll just be able to make conversation with people and you won't feel like you'll run out of things to say. So just having those skills. I heard this quote today, competence builds confidence. So if you kind of know what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, I feel like you're not going to be so anxious because it's not like you're like, oh, fuck, this could go any which way and I could just freeze, I could blank, I could just stand there, like humiliate myself. So yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I like kind of the getting information stage where you could like read books, you could take courses, like that's a really good one. Okay. Other things you can do. You can hire a coach to videotape you. Like you go, they record it, they give you feedback. They tell you, no, you did that wrong, you did that wrong. Another thing you could do, you can start a group. Like I did. I don't know if you have like Meetup or whatever where you are, but you can start like a rejection club like I do, where you just practice talking to strangers. I have like a video on the rejection club, I think, on my channel. I should really do another one, but that can really help because like you can go in pairs. I should really like put that out there because like my method was really good for that. But if you have a buddy, if you have a friend, it can help because you can both give each other feedback and you don't feel, trust me, it's just easier when you have someone motivating you, forcing you to do it. And if you just try to go on your own, good luck to you. Okay. So, yeah. That's some advice. And another thing is, there's a lot more I could say about it, but what do you guys think? What's your advice to him? JG, thank you so much for your super chat. He says, thanks, Tullis. Great advice. Really makes sense. What do you think, Vortex? Why do women shit test? Okay, JG. In my opinion,
Okay. So
you're gonna take this one, dude?
if you're scared of approaching women,
Okay.
what I really think
We'll
Yeah.
get to yours next, JG.
you have to do is ask yourself, like, why? You know, like, what is it? It's probably something about the rejection, right? That makes you feel bad about yourself, right? Because if we just look at it like we remove all emotions, right? What are you losing? Like, you lose like 30 seconds of time. Oh, hey, you know, like, I just noticed is it okay if I sit down and talk to you? You know, that was terrible. Okay, that was not great. But point is, like, you go up to somebody and you start a conversation or you ask for their number or whatever, you're losing almost nothing, right? So what's the emotional cost, right? And why is it there? That's what I would say, because, like, there's nothing wrong with asking 10 women out and getting 9 no's and 1 yes. Like, that's what I'd say. You really got to, like, look inside yourself and think about what message you're taking from those rejections or whatever it is that's causing you to not do something that you know you should be doing.
Great advice, dude. Arshad, what do you think? Dad, JG, thank you so much for this super chat, which I missed. He says, he agrees with Freedom Fox 1. Vortex is less emotional than most men.
Your Vortex?
Yeah, that's me.
Mhm.
True or false, dude?
It's an impossible question to answer. What does more emotional, less emotional mean, right?
Good point. But
I mean, are you more emotional than me? In a lot of ways, yes. As far as, like, anger, no, definitely not. So, I mean, like, what's emotional?
wouldn't you agree? I have emotions. I express my emotions. Right, dude?
Yeah, you have emotions.
Well, I'm not like, yeah, I mean, I feel like men are very emotional, but I agree. That's a good way of answering it, dude. All right. And then JG says, what do you think, Vortex? Why do women shit test? Okay.
What is this question, like, about, like, who's more emotional, men or women? What if you had the answer? Let's just say it's women. What good does that do you? Who cares? Let's say it's men. Is that any better? It doesn't really matter. Like, women are definitely differently emotional than men. And I mean, like, from my point of view as a guy, like, men emotions just, like, make sense. And so women seem more emotional to me. Right? Women aren't going into a bar, getting into a fight with some stranger, you know, who, like, spilled some beer on their shoes or whatever. Like, it's just, there's just different emotions, you know, like,
women don't like smash the TV if, their football team loses. Women don't punch holes in walls,
why is the guy that we are just talking about, why is he so emotional about approaching women and getting rejected? I don't want to pick on him, but, like,
yeah,
I don't think I am picking on him.
Yeah.
But, that's emotion, right? It's not logical.
Yep. I agree. Great point, dude. I like how you're calling it how did you call it?
Differently emotional.
Differently emotional. It's very politically correct. I like that. So then JG says, why do women shit test? All right. Do you want to give your opinion? Because I have an opinion as well.
Yeah, sure.
What's your opinion?
Well, I mean, like, this shit test phrase is something that like was new to me in Victoria a few years ago, right? We kind of learned about it through the guys on the channel, like asking it,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's still a little bit fuzzy on exactly what is a shit test, but let's just say let's picture a woman, and maybe she is like very stereotypical in a lot of ways. Okay, like if you do marketing at all, like you kind of imagine your ideal customer, right? So let's imagine this heterosexual woman who is kind of feminine, and she's looking for a guy who's kind of masculine. Maybe she like wants to be kind of submissive to the guy and wants the guy to be dominant. Okay, well, how is she going to get there, right? How is she going to find out if this guy is masculine, if he can be dominant, if he's strong enough to be her man, as the song goes, right? Maybe sometimes you do a shit test, right? So I think that's kind of like one answer. It's like, can this guy, you know, like handle it if I'm going to be, you know, a brat, you know, like, not that this woman is necessarily considers herself a brat or acts like a brat all the time, wants to be tamed, but still there is a strand in there where it's like, if I'm going to be a brat, is he going to know how to handle that? Is he going to know how to tame me when I'm being a brat, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's one part of it. Another part of it, especially like as you get deeper into relationships, is women give shit tests. It's just like, Victoria probably wouldn't agree with this phrasing, but from my point of view, it's like a woman will just start a fight with you just so that she knows that you care. You know, it's just like, if you're not like giving her attention to the extent that she wants it or whatever, she'll start a fight just so you have to give her attention. And then, like, you know, she can start over like basically nothing. And then like you have the fight or whatever, and she like gets the attention that she wants. I mean, this is not a great way to go about it, but this happens. And
I don't do that.
And
I don't do that, dude. I don't like what you're saying, but keep going.
you just like flat out demand attention, and like if you're not getting it, then you're like, you never spend any time with me. Okay, so if you don't want to call that starting a fight, you know, you can call it whatever you want.
Okay.
From my point of view, that's how it seems to me. So women can do shit tests just to see how you'll react, just to get attention, just to like find out if you care enough to like
I mean,
go through it for them, with them.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I would have explained it differently, but I see what you're saying. It's like the shit test is basically saying something like, do you still love me, or do you love me if I was a worm, or the latest thing on that was like a big viral thing on TikTok where women were asking their boyfriends like, would you love me if I was a worm? And then the guys were like totally stumped. They're like, no. And then they're like, what? You wouldn't fucking love me if I was a worm? Whatever. I mean, and then some guys were just like trying to come up with like the best possible answer to the question of, would you love me if I was a worm? I mean, yeah, it's. Dude, you're leaving?
Well, I'm trying to leave.
Okay. I mean, I think that's asking a guy, how much do you love me? Do you love me like a woman would love me? Or do you love breasts like a man loves a woman? Do you love butt cheeks? Do you love the fact that I give you sex? Do you love the fact that I'm like, you're freaking maid? Or do you love me for who I am? Like, you know, the poet Sappho loved her lesbian lover, basically. So they're kind of testing you. How deep is your love? How strong is your love in relationships? That kind of shit test. And, guys, a lot of times they can't fucking handle that kind of question because they're like, oh, no, I don't love you. I love you like you're a 5 and you're the best I can get. Like, don't make me reveal my hand. Don't make me reveal it. And then the women find out and they're like upset. And they're like, oh, you started a fight. You should have known I didn't love you like that. And they're upset because they want the female gaze. Okay? They don't want the male gaze. And the men, all they can offer is the male gaze often. They don't like that. That's deep in relationships, in my opinion. And the men are like, you shouldn't have asked if you didn't want to know, like, you're fat. And the women want to answer like, would you love me when I'm old and gray? And the men are like, but I find young women attractive. So, yeah, I mean, whose fault is that? The women are getting at the truth, and the men don't like the consequences when the truth is revealed, in my opinion. I said what I said. So, anyway. But in my opinion, like, a shit test in dating, it's almost like an illusion. Because, like, men are so nervous and scared and kind of on edge and kind of like afraid of being rejected and afraid of not being validated by women that they perceive kind of like women's blasé attitudes. Like, yeah, men come up to me all the time. I banter with them. Let me see what you want from me. They perceive that as kind of like a harsh attack. When really it's just that women have like more comfort in these situations. They're not on edge in the same way like men are. Like, oh, I guess she thinks I'm ugly. Well, you're ugly. You know what I mean? So men are extremely sensitive to confidence, assertiveness. They want a woman to kind of help them out. But in order to do that, a woman would need to know your level of fear and insecurity. And they don't. Okay? So I feel like the guys want the girls to be helpful and be like, oh, let me like smooth the way because I know this is really hard for you. But first of all, women don't know it's hard for you. Okay? They got the hypermasculinity bias. They're extremely kind of like deadened to these situations of guys coming up to them, guys talking to them. So to them, just kind of like having like a witty banter, which to them seems like entertaining, is not perceived in kind of like this harsh way. But to a guy, it's like, God, you like stab me in the heart. You don't think I'm a real man or whatever. So that's like one reason. Okay. Also, women enjoy witty banter. The guys they like can roll with it, can hang with it. They want a guy who can talk to women. They want a guy who understands women. That's kind of like their baseline. So if you can't, you need to get more experience. You need to work on it because they're just not going to enjoy talking to you. So men perceive that as like, she came at me swinging. Yeah. Like, no, she came at you saying, are you a man who understands women? Are you a man who's threatened by women? Are you a man who's threatened by a challenge? And you were.
I thought of another, maybe this is obvious, but another reason what men might perceive as shit test.
Yeah.
That's that like kind of like playing hard to get.
Mm-hmm.
Like trying to
like playing games.
Trying to communicate basically that like they're a woman of value.
Yeah.
Like we hear from the men so much like, oh, I'm a man of value. She needs to know I'm a man of value. Well, the women want to be known as women of value as well.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be so hard to understand.
Good point. Freedom Fox 1 says, do guys really say you're the best I can get? That seems so obviously awful, even if it's the truth on both sides. No, they don't say it, but by not saying it, the women still hear that. They figure it out. They're smart. Okay. So even if they don't say it, even if you ask them a question like, if I were a worm or whatever, they can like sniff it out. The guys don't like that.
Check out the term elicitation.
Yeah. Check out the term elicitation. I taught David about that. No, he's an expert. Dad, I did teach you about that. Do you disagree?
You told me that you had listened to a podcast about it.
Just as I said.
Okay. That's not
And then I wrote a book about it.
okay.
And then I explained it to you.
Ah.
Okay. Where's the lie, Dad?
I inherently already knew about these things
You were naturally good at it.
because
But...
I'm a man.
Okay.
I just peered into my Y chromosome and the answers were there.
Okay. Hello, Jen Marie. Welcome, our certified female. I'm kind of confused by what you're saying, poker stack. Okay. Hello, James.
Everybody make sure to like and subscribe.
So, Santana says, if you were a worm, I'd still watch your videos. Santana gets the Female Gaze Award of the live. Very good, Santana. We should have a female gaze villain and female gaze hero every time I do a live. Santana, you get the first female gaze hero award. Poker Stacked is in the running for female gaze villain for sure, but we'll see. Maybe someone will outdo him. Nick Charles says, "I love these lives." Thank you, Nick Charles. I guess you're in contention now as well for hero. The Doom says, Vic, may you elaborate on more female gazy activities? Your first example, summer picnic. How about winter? Winter, okay. Well, definitely like a cabin in the mountains would be amazing. Sledding, amazing. Looking at Christmas lights and drinking hot chocolate, amazing. Ice skating and hot chocolate, amazing. What else would be good? I mean, if you're rich, skiing. What else would be cool? Winter. Maybe even like, this might be pushing it, okay, but I'd say this is pretty female gaze. Like a winter craft class. That's very me. What else would be good? What's like, what else? Well, those are definitely classics. Jen Marie, as a female, what do you think would be like a winter female gaze date idea?
You said ice skating, obviously.
Yeah, I said ice skating. That's a great one. That's a classic. They always do that one on The Bachelor.
Outdoor hot tub or hot spring.
Ooh, that's good. That's real good. Hot tub outside while it's snowing. Yosemite is amazing in the winter if someone lives nearby. Henny said, I do not doubt it. That would be incredible. Snowshoeing? That would be cool. Illidan says, do women prefer attractive fit or attractive exotic? So what do you mean attractive exotic? And how is that like contrasting with fit? Like you can either be fit or exotic. Wait, I'm a little confused by that one.
Exotic men?
Yeah, do you mean exotic men? Jen Marie says hot tub sounds lovely. Doesn't it, Jen Marie? Jen Marie, if someone took you on a date in the winter and it was like straight Cupid's arrow straight to your female gaze heart, what would the date be? And I know you kind of already said hot tub, but just if you have anything else. So the poker stacked says, if a woman can reciprocate on small talk, and if she doesn't, can I reject her? How can we switch the narrative? I don't want to force or raise a woman's interest level. Dude, what would you say?
I think this guy needs a one-on-one coaching session.
Yeah, poker stacks, you need a one-on-one coaching session. You need a total rehaul. Dude, can you take over the live for a second? Because I kind of have to go somewhere.
I really can't. I'm playing 3 tables right now.
What? Oh, okay. Well, can you guys just entertain yourselves here for like 3 minutes?
Where are you going?
Don't ask.
What are you gonna do when you get
Do not worry about that. All right, you guys entertain yourselves in the chat. Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves. Goodbye. All right, I'll be right back. Okay. The sound is still on there. Bye. I'm back.
Welcome back. Everything come out okay?
Ew, dude, that's disgusting. That's not what happened. So. Hi, guys. I'm back. What did I miss in the chat? You guys seem to be having fun in the chat. You actually seem to be having a lot more fun than when I was here. Laughing Fox says, "Are you going to the toilet?" Jennifer Y says, "Can we come with you vlog style?" You're sick. You're disgusting. Jennifer Y says, "Why is she being secretive? She's going to make a snack. I already know."
Can you tell them about our conjoining couples toilet?
He is disgusting. He's more disgusting than you guys, right? It's, ugh. You're literally going to make me throw up, dude. So. Hey, Nani in the chat. Welcome to Nani. He says,
Nani.
Nani, I just started the second book to Fourth Wing. I'm enjoying it. This is probably my first fantasy book I ever read. Nani, have any women seen you reading Fourth Wing and been like, oh, hell yes? Because it's brilliant. I mean, you're literally probably like the only man, well, one of the only men reading female smut fantasy romantasy genre. Like, you're putting yourself in a good conversation for women to make a conversation with you. So I'm wondering, has anyone made conversation with you? I honestly think it's a good technique. Like Nani, he sometimes like posts his little like books he's reading, and I mean, if I was a girl, I'd be like, I mean, if I was a girl, I am a girl, but if I was like interested in kind of like looking to flirt, I'd be like, how are you liking that book? I've read it myself, or something like that. So it's a good conversation starter for girls. Nani says, they do like my stories. Nice. But he says, no, Lil, they keep their comments to themselves. But a woman did tell me, I like how you're into books. Bingo. Exactly what I'm saying. So, Jen Marie, why are your emojis making me feel good? Your female gaze emojis are making me feel good. So, Patrick G says, what is the book called? Fourth Wing is the book he just finished. It's, I believe, the biggest best-selling book among women. Well, I probably shouldn't say that, but the best-selling fantasy book among women this year by a long shot. So, Four to Fire says, honestly, I think it is valuable to know the top fantasies / fictional characters of men and learning which characteristics you can emulate yourself. Bingo. Fictional characters women love, that is. 100%. Poker Stacked super chatted me. $19.99, David.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Nice.
Poker Stacked. Thank you very much. He said, I love the one-on-one. I need my energy to box and make money. I just need to figure out how to tell them my schedule. It would never fit a relationship. Got love for y'all, for real.
Box and make money?
Yeah, I guess he likes to box. He enjoys boxing, David. Thank you so much, Poker Stacked. While I was shocked, horrified, and appalled by some of your earlier comments, I was also entertained, irritated in a pleasant way, and laughing. So I really appreciate it. Got love for y'all for real as well. So anyway, Poker Stacked.
How old is Poker
Yeah,
Stacked?
Poker Stacked?
What's his
How old are you?
situation?
Beardo wants to know, Poker Stacked, how old are you and what's your situation?
What's his job?
What's your job?
Financial status?
Financial status?
Relationship, history?
Mother's maiden name? Humor. Oh no, JG, thank you so much. JG, you make me laugh. I can't believe this. He said, just typed out your whole answer again. Vortex drops the hammer as usual. Amazing. Tried to book a session for tomorrow, but no slots. Any openings? Yes, JG, for you, I'll talk to you anytime tomorrow. Just text me. We'll set it up. JG, I have to admit, I kind of find it hard to believe that I dropped the hammer, but I appreciate your kind support, as always, JG. Anyway, so appreciate you, JG. Kind of went on a rant there. Got a little rage rant. Oh wow. Yeah, so JG, just
Also, does Poker Stack like poker?
poker stack. Do you like poker? And JG, text me what time you're free tomorrow. We'll do it. Jimmy Dare says, "Hey Victoria, what can I do to piss you off so that you drop a truth bomb in anger?" Jimmy Dare, you're speaking right to my heart. Seriously, you just cracked the female gaze with a pickaxe and went straight to the dark, beating, juicy flesh of the female gaze, in my opinion. Because you know what I like to do? Drop a truth bomb in anger, Jimmy Dare. So yeah, you can piss me off, and I will unleash. I will get so mad. I don't see what there's anything you could say, Jimmy Dare, because you're always extremely supportive. But if someone else pisses me off, I will give them a truth bomb. And I'm probably going to regret that I just said that. Because you guys are going to come at me, maybe. And I will scream. So,
Poker Stack's got a bit of a truth bomb. We call him a human fedora.
human fedora. Sentient fedora. Poker Stacked is giving you the information, David. He says, salesman, best in my company, 300 plus day in commissions on top of $50 an hour salary. Drive M3, 8% body fat, rough childhood, hence the boxing, from Las Vegas. Slept with many women being from Vegas, but it was too easy, not like in the gym. Yes, I'm a ranked online poker player at 1,000 no limit across many international poker sites. Your comment, dude? I literally wake up and do the hardest shit, 4 to 6 miles running, rope, bag work, shadow boxing, and women stare at me all day in traffic, at the mall, at the park, but I'm too aggressive.
So what does he need our help for?
Yeah, what do you need our help for, Poker Stack?
If anything, maybe he doesn't need our help. Maybe he just wants to.
Dude, do you fall for it? Do you literally fall for that?
It doesn't matter.
He fell for it. Gabby N64 says, are you David Goggins? I had to explain who David Goggins was to David yesterday. Jennifer Y says, not even Superman does that. Exactly, Jennifer Y. You're killing me. You're killing me, Poker Stack. I'm laughing inside. I'm calling your bluff.
Well, somebody knows poker terms.
Yep. Enough with the Hollywooding, Poker Stacked. Yeah, is that a good use of Hollywooding?
Yeah, that's it.
JG, he tipped me again. JG, Generous King. He said, your rants are nuclear dynamite for the soul, the perfect blend of intellectual vigor and emotional sincerity. Truly once in a generation talent.
You got a bunch of poets in the lab tonight.
JG he's like that, dude. This guy. Thank you so much, JG. JG will see you. JG, he's a once in a generation talent, in my opinion. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, JG. Alex says, I'm not interested in hearing a dude brag about himself. Is anyone else in the same boat? Raise your hand.
Yeah.
Well, Alex, it is entertaining to me. I have to be honest. So I don't buy it. I'm screaming inside, but I'm entertained. What about you, Alex? Angel says, my girlfriend used to be in a relationship with a trans man. Is this a red flag? Honestly, Angel, I think it's a green flag. She sounds open-minded. Honestly, I understand quite clearly what women see in trans men. They understand the female gaze, along with being masculine. I think they're cool as well, to be honest. So no, I think it's a green flag. Jimmy Dare says, hey, Beardo, I'm sure she's a pain in the ass sometimes.
Ooh.
Me, David. Am I?
No. I don't think so.
So I'm never a pain in the ass?
No.
Not even once.
You're a pleasure in the ass. But whose ass?
Ugh, I'm not sure I like that. So, Poker Stacked 01. Thank you so much for the super chat, Poker Stacked. He says, I just got rejected in the past by my father. He took his life and it left bad on me and I'm unforgiving. It lingers and I box to tame it, but never goes away. I'm successful, but always hungry. Wow, Poker Stacked. I'm going to believe you on this one for sure. I'm very, very sorry to hear that. Your father rejected you in the past and then he took his life, and that's why you box. Oh, God. Sounds very painful. And I'm very sorry, once again, Poker Stack. Thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you for sharing a little of the backstory and helping us get to know you better. Thanks for sharing that, honestly. Now, Poker Stack, be real with us. I believe you'd like to box, okay? I believe this thing about your father for sure, okay? I'm definitely not saying anything about that. And I believe what you said in this super chat. However, should we believe what you said in the past super chat about, it wasn't even a super chat, but should we believe that you're insanely successful? Be real with us, Poker. Thank you so much again for this super chat and sharing. Let us know the real you. Jen Marie says, are the live stream at set times or unfortunately, Jen Marie, they're not. My bad. But I love having you here. Poker Stack says, my life is very hard, okay? I believe you. Poker Stack says, love y'all. Love y'all, Poker Stack. Thanks for the entertainment. Mixed with truth. He said he went to prison, had an opiate addiction.
You say how old he is?
How old are you? Poker Stack says, I don't brag about myself. It's in spite of me doing a lot. The rejection from women is dangerous because the level of risk is close to destroying my life like my dad did. That I believe. That I believe. If a woman took all my money when I thought I could trust her, it would kill me like my dad's unanswered lesson for me. I'm 26. All right. Well, I feel like we're getting to the heart of the matter now. Jen Marie says, thanks. I like being here. I'll do better watching your channel for your channel notification. Well, Jen Marie, no pressure, but we love having you here. So. So, maybe I'll show you guys the screenshots I took for Beardo. Oh, God. I found some really funny stuff today. Have you guys heard of this guy? I think he seems pretty good. Eric Everhard Official. He's a porn star. Check him out. Wait a second. So, guys, question for you. Question for you, my friends. Now let's do a pop quiz. I'm trying to think here. I'm tired.
11 o'clock.
Yeah, maybe I'll go. But all right, guys. This is going to be a crazy one, all right? Name a This isn't really a quiz, though. All right, guys, this is just a question for you, okay? Name a kink that you want to try, but haven't been able to try. All right? Put that in the chat if you can. It's a kink you want to try, but haven't been able to try.
Can I weigh in?
Yes, Dad. What's yours? What's yours, Dad?
Starts with an S.
S? Okay, what's the next letter?
C.
SC? What? You just admitted what? All right, here's from Beardos. I hope you guys know what that means. That's what he just said. He's sick. He's disgusting. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't kink shame you, Dad, but that's a little far. SC, right? If you know, you know. Jimmy Dare says Daddy Dom.
You're in luck.
Why, dude?
Because that's one that a lot of women will want to do.
Yeah, that's true. You're definitely gonna find a willing participant for that one. Arshad says RR. What does that stand for? What does RR stand for, Arshad? Salame says, what's wrong with... Okay. Anonymous says, hard neck biting. Oh, wow. Arshad, reverse rape. So what is that, Arshad? Is that like a girl does that to a guy?
You don't know what RR is, babe?
Do you know?
Of course.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that's a thing. So, dude, what does that mean exactly? Does it mean like a girl does it to a guy?
Yeah.
Ooh, wow. Very interesting, Arshad. Anonymous says, I think sense the art farts. Farts? What the? Are you serious, Anonymous? Sense. We are all being watched as same again in a helicopter. What does that mean? So that means they just like having sex in a helicopter, or very interesting, very interesting. Jen Marie says maybe make art and fart. Wow. Thanks for sharing. Anonymous. A poker stacked. No need to kink shame here. I'll tell you guys one of mine.
Uh-oh.
What do you think it's going to be, David?
One you're okay with sharing?
Yeah, of course. Which one do you think I'm going to share?
I know a lot of kinks, but I don't know any that you want to share.
And that I haven't tried. Austin says, doing it in nature, primal. I'm into that. Tyler says, sandwiches and cookies. Explain that, Tyler. Jen Marie says she's a little stoned. Sorry. Care to share one of yours, Jen Marie? Jimmy Dare says, I had a consensual non-consent experience many years ago, so he wants to do that again.
Yeah. So mine that I was going to say is SCE.
SCE?
And T.
Oh, I think that's what someone was saying with the anonymous. He was saying SCENTS.
Like essential oils.
What? That's yours, Dad?
Yeah. Like,
Essential oils?
yeah, like, you know,
That is,
aromatherapy.
that is so, what a cop out, dude. That is not your kink.
See? Now you're shaming me.
He does not like essential oils.
This is why I can never do this kink with you.
Oh, and someone else said SC, schoolboy. Nice cover up, David. I think we all know what he meant. Good one, dude. Jennifer Weiss says, here's my kinky role play. I am an honest person. I'm not ashamed of myself. The things I do, the things I create. This makes my life very easy. When people say nice things about me, I'm lucky. Oh, wow. Are you for real, Jennifer? Very interesting. It's kind of like the role play of being like honest, whole, confident, having things come easy to you, being lucky. Interesting. Jennifer says, my kink is a relationship where I'm not crying and begging someone to put in the slightest bit of effort.
Dark.
Sad. Very sad. Niraj just laughing. Well, I'll put mine in. Wrestling fetish. Haha. Crazy, right?
Are you hoping somebody's going to say fin down, Tor?
Findom? Why? I hate Finn.
Think it through.
I don't get it, Dad.
Think it through.
I can't, dude. My mind stopped.
Why would it be good for you if one of your viewers wanted to be in the fin down?
Oh, that's funny. That's good. Yeah. Good one, David.
I had confidence you would get there, Tor.
Well, you shouldn't have because I didn't until you told me.
You did get there.
No, I did not.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I guess I did, dude. But you had to like kind of spell it out for me.
I didn't spell anything out.
It seemed like you did, but so anyway, guys,
So what's your kink that you're saying?
I said wrestling.
Wrestling?
Yeah,
Are you saying you have never tried that?
yeah, because I haven't done like the real version. No, like David, this like you actually get in like a real wrestling ring, and there's like the cage and everything.
Because I seem to remember you telling Sheila Kelly about a little something along those lines.
What? I'm not sure what you mean by that.
You remember?
When did I go in a wrestling ring in like a cage?
You remember telling Sheila Kelly about like the best sex you ever had?
If I was not in a wrestling ring in a cage, dude. Okay. So, all right, well, I mean, there's different variations, but the one I'm talking about is like very realistic. Like there's props, like there's the location, there's the setting. All right, guys, thank you so much for sharing all your kinks. I love it. Age in front of a crowd? Damn, that would be crazy. Be like kind of insane. No, I think I'll just go like without a crowd at first. So, guys, you know what we could do for the.
I have one that I haven't done that I'd actually like to do.
What is it, dude? I'm scared. I'm so scared.
Hypnosis.
Hypnosis? You haven't done that?
No, right? Hypnotize a woman.
Why don't you do it on me?
I want to.
Do it right now.
We were at that place, and I was trying to get you to do it. Remember?
Oh, dude, that was stupid though. I want you to do it on me. You were a lot better than that guy.
But I don't. I offered to do it on you.
Do it on me right now. Jimmy Dare says, Victoria, I bet you had brothers that used to wrestle with you. Au contraire, Jimmy Dare. I had all sisters. So, the thing about hypnosis is I actually had someone try to hypnotize me over like multiple sessions and it didn't work. And he kept insisting like, oh, I can definitely do it. Like I can get you to like orgasm in like 1 second. I'm like, and like you don't have to touch yourself or anything. It's just I'm gonna hypnotize you, and like so many girls that I hypnotize just have like crazy orgasms. And I'm like, yeah, it's not working. Poker Stacked, thank you so much for your super chat. It's very kind of you. I really appreciate it. Niraj says, Victoria, what if Undertaker wanted to choke slam you? Would you find it hot? I'm going to have to look up what this choke slam is, but I have a feeling it's not good. Oh, God.
I know what it is.
No, I wouldn't like that. See that guy? If any of you are into wrestling, what's this guy's name? Because I see him all over TikTok. He's kind of like Jason Momoa, but better. Do you know who I'm talking about? He's a professional wrestler. Jen Marie says choke slam is too much. You get it, Jen Marie. Women know. Am I right? Poker Stacked says, gotta go. Hey, you helped me a lot, seriously. Help me navigate well in a short time. Thanks. I'm mostly consumed with my own time all day. I really appreciate you, Victoria. Both of you. Thank you so much, Poker Stacked. We appreciate you. So generous to me tonight. And I won't split it with Beardo, but he doesn't need the money right now. So anyway, Poker Stacked, thank you so much.
You just almost called Poker Stack David?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You're funny, David.
I guess you're never going back to Vegas.
Why?
That's where Poker Stack City is from.
Oh, yeah.
You're not allowed to go to Vegas anymore.
Okay.
Vegas is off limits for you.
He said, see y'all in a bit. Bye. Bye now, Poker Stacked. Thanks for coming. Niraj says, I think the hot parts would be some kind of gripping hold where you can't move. Niraj, sounds like you know what you're talking about. Jennifer says, in hypnosis, you won't act against your natural will. Yeah, but Jennifer, like, I wanted to do it. I'm like, let's have like a hands-free orgasm. Why not? That would be cool. But it didn't work. We're all being watched. Says, look up Simon Lawrence the Fridge. He's my tutor in wrestling. Okay. If I must, I will look him up. Simon Lawrence the Fridge. Okay. What? I'm not seeing him. Wait. The wrestling. Okay. Okay. Wow. This might be him. Simon Fridge Lawrence. Okay, I'll have to look that up in a little bit more later. All right, guys. David,
Yeah.
do you want to give him like your dirty talk lesson?
No.
Okay. Damn it. Well, I guess we should go then, because I'm kind of running out of steam.
What is my dirty talk lesson?
Don't worry about that. All right, maybe I should play you guys this from TikTok. I'll play you guys this TikTok. Okay. Some good stuff on here. This is too much effort. The Dooms, thank you. Gabby, what is he doing? Playing poker. Jen Marie says, hopefully see you next time. Thanks for the chat. Take care, everyone. Goodbye, Jen Marie. Thanks for coming. All right, guys. I will go now myself. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for entertaining. Thank you for making me laugh. Thank you for making me smile against my will. Thank you for sharing your deepest, darkest kinks, or just a kink. Thanks for your questions. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for supporting Beardo. And I hope you guys all
supporting me.
because they're welcoming you with open arms. So, anyway, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful night. And I will be deleting this live.
Why?
Wasn't my best. But you said some really good stuff, David, so should I leave it up? I was a little all over the place. If people saw this, they might think, oh, wow, she sucks. Let me unsubscribe. I kind of just chilled and hanged out, used bad grammar. So, Matt says leave it. Jimmy Dare says don't delete it. But I might lose like a lot of subscribers when people see this because they'll be like, boring. That's why people are subscribed. Okay, H.L., you do make a good point.
How many people are even like viewing one of your lives and judging you based solely on that?
I don't know, dude. Most people don't even watch them, but
I think it's probably more for your fans that would watch them, right?
yeah. Remember this? Remember this drawing, guys? Jimmy Dare says, you worry too much.
It's true.
Oh, wow, you guys have enraged me.
I'm getting fucking slammed over here.
Oh, no. Gabian says, wow, so talented. Austin says, no one's unsubscribing. Come on. All right. But I guess I'll leave it up. But it's not.
Everybody make sure to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Richard says, you're the best. Don't delete. Thanks, Richard. Super Suka says, this drawing is for what? Wouldn't you like to know? No, just kidding. This is for how to not do the boob honk when you're initiating and instead do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And don't forget this, which is part of the diagram. Yeah, if you want to see what this is all about, go to my last live. At the very end, I explain this.
That was good stuff.
It was good. So, Freedom Fox 1 says, still need that rage-filled truth bomb. All right, who wants it? Who wants to get slammed? Who wants to get called a beta cock? Super Suga says, okay, all right.
How about the guys are telling you like to not worry so much. Maybe
Yeah?
just smile more.
Oh, dude's trying to trigger me. Castle Soul says, whoa, thank you, Victoria. Hello, Castle Soul. Austin says, caveman paintings are back. Good one. Very good.
Worrying about things you can't control is illogical, Thor.
Oh, he's riling me up. He knows how to do it. All right, guys, I really gotta go before I really let loose on you. All right, bye, everybody. Have a wonderful day.